A few common experiences while practicing eye contact: the image gets distorted, sharp outlines become blurry. Don't resist, let the image become more and more distorted. In the beginning, you have to let go of the physical image before non-physical images can be perceived, so let the physical image become distorted and blurry. Flow with what comes, even if it doesn't make any sense. You can analyze the experience later. If you try to think about it while it happens, it just won't happen. At a more advanced stage, it will become possible to get both the non-physical and the physical image at the same time, but in the beginning you have to let go of the sharp outlines and let the image become blurry before you can see astral colors and halos. The person in front of you seems much further away than he actually is. This is a pretty good sign. It indicates that you are shifting from the vision of the physical reality into the vision of subtle realms. As soon as you reach the perception of the astral world, distances take on a very different aspect. It is not uncommon for the person sitting just in front of you to appear to be far away. Whenever this happens, you know that what you are seeing is beyond the physical plane. Seeing colors in the astral worlds, light does not come from a sun, or from any external source such as lamps. Objects and beings can be seen due to their own luminosity. They shed their own light. They appear as if they were made of colors in an atmosphere of semi-darkness. However, it should always be kept in mind that the astral colors are quite different from the physical ones. It is therefore virtually impossible to describe them precisely, due to the lack of references in our material environment. A major difference is that astral colors often seem to be a mixture of different hues, but the different components of an astral color do not mix at all, unlike what can be observed in the physical world. In the physical world, when two colors mix, each disappears and an intermediary shade occurs. For instance, you mix blue and yellow and you get green. The blue and the yellow have disappeared and there is only green left. In the astral, the situation is quite different. Colors seem to be made of thousands of tiny hyper-brilliant points. For example, there is a blue-yellow-green, in which shiny blue points, yellow points, and green points can be seen, intricately woven. Astral colors are rarely completely uniform. Their great variety and amazing beauty is beyond any comparison with what is observable in the physical world. Due to the dissimilarity of the nature of astral and physical colors, it is not necessarily relevant to try to label an aura green, or blue, or yellow. That is why one should be careful when one reads in certain courses that green in the aura indicates a particular emotion, blue another, and so on. By oversimplifying, one can sometimes end up making completely meaningless statements. The room in which you are practicing appears darker. The quality of the colors changes. The background of the astral colors is what occultists have called the astral light. It is the basic color that pervades the astral space, and it is no different from the purple light you see when you meditate in the eye. It could also be called astral darkness, for it appears as a semi-darkness, definitely dimmer than the daylight of the physical world, but of a different nature than the darkness of our nights. The physical darkness is an absence of light. The astral darkness glows, hence the expression, darkness visible, used in the Masonic tradition. When you are practicing eye contact and the room around you suddenly appears darker, even though it may be the middle of the day, it means you are seeing the astral light. You are shifting from the perception of the physical world into that of the astral space. Very often, this will be accompanied by a different perception of the colors. They will appear to you as indicated in the previous paragraphs. The astral space is neither unique nor uniform. As you advance in your meditation and your traveling, you learn to jump from one astral space to another. One of the references that allows you to find your way is the quality of the colors and the basic hue of the astral light, both of which vary depending on which space you are in. In certain regions of the space, the background of astral light is milky, in others it is darker, nearly black, or even green-blue as under the ocean. Even before reaching the actual stage of traveling, you can observe these variations in the color of the space when you meditate in your eye. The marvel is that it becomes possible, when your seeingness has matured, to behold several of these layers at the same time. At a certain stage in the opening process, you even become able to simultaneously encompass the physical world in your vision. In this explosion of colors, the magnificence of the universe becomes such that it forces your heart open. Beauty is sometimes at the limit of what is bearable. Life becomes a constant wonder, and great fun. On the other side of the astral worlds is another world, called Devachan by Western occultists and Svarga Loka or world of the gods by the Hindu tradition. In this world, again a completely different range of lights is perceived. These are to the astral colors what day is to night. Another face appears in place of your friend's face. This is one of the most common experiences while practicing the techniques of eye contact. The face of the friend sitting in front of you disappears and another face can be seen instead. If you are practicing alone, facing a mirror, it is your own face that disappears and is replaced by another. These faces correspond mainly to 4 possibilities: 1. A spirit guide; 2. A past life; 3. A subpersonality; 4. An entity.